my goal for 2024 is to move more. So I've started leaving the car at playgroup in the morning when I drop the little one off, walk home, and then I walk back to pick her up in the afternoon. The only problem is to pick her up is uphill, and there's cows. Yeah, so after a whole day of working, walking uphill doesn't really seem like such a good idea. And it's freezing, even though it was frost on the ground this morning and it's not now. There's no sunshine, so it's very, very cold. But by March I will not breathe like a crazy person when I walk up here. That's my goal, right? I'm holding myself accountable by sharing it online. Cheers. Right there. Friendly cows, but still big cows. Don't want them coming after me in my red hat. Oh dear. Later, when I get back, I am going to show you all the unfinished DIY projects in the house and how I'm planning on fixing them in 2024. So there's loads of part of the house that's never really been finished and is never going to you know, appear on my Instagram feed because it's just not suitable. So I need to finish a lot of projects, and there's also a few kind of like DIY projects gone wrong that I now have to rectify. So I will talk you through all of them and show you and tell you what my plans are. So I promised you that I was going to show you the unfinished areas of the house. Last year I painted this whole wall in this lovely dark brown colour. My husband thinks it looks purple, and to be fair, it does look a bit purple in this room. So I just quickly repainted the wall just to give it a more neutral feel. But because the bed wasn't on this wall at that time, I never painted behind the cupboard that was there. So now you can see unfinished business in the corner there. We've changed the room around, so the bed is now back here. That door is never painted. There's loads of holes from pictures on that wall, and actually, yeah, and then we have mess over here, but we got a new unit over there. So this wall, the door, that wall, and all this and the ceiling could do with being repainted, because this neutral colour that we had before doesn't match the new wallpaper that we've added. So I've ordered some samples, and I've actually gone with some of these like dark red orangey tones and a green, and I think we're gonna make it nice and moody in here, because I did love it when it was all dark like that, and I do miss it. I've just pulled up to our local paint shop. When I shared the paint on Instagram, a lot of you said that you don't know that Benjamin Moore trades in the UK. So it's a US brand, but a lot of independent paint stockists will have it in their stores, so it's definitely worth checking out your local independent paint shop to see if they got it. So I'm gonna take you inside and I'm gonna show you their amazing range, because yeah, I am loving the shades, I must be honest. They are very, very nice, and there's a huge selection. So yeah, let me take you inside. just been to pick up some samples for the bedroom. I ordered some, but I just like things done straight away and I can't wait for them to arrive. So I've just been to our local paint shop and I've picked up some samples. Initially I wanted to go with like a warm, dirty, red brown. I'm going to spin you around so you can see and I can explain what I mean. But then the staff said a green will look nicer. So I'm going to do some tester sheets and I'm going to put them in the room and I'm going to see what looks best, if I'm right or if they're right. Let's check out the next one. Is this the lighter one or is this the darker one? Okay, so that's the lighter one. Don't know if you can see it. So that's more sage, I would say, and then the dark one is more of an olive tone. So I want it to be dark and moody, so I'm going to go and try the dark one first. So I'm going to try it on this sheet that they gave me instead of painting it straight on the wall. So this is the first time I've ever tried Benjamin Moore as well, so I'm quite excited to see what the finish will be like. I've heard good things. So that's an American paint brand, so it's always nice to try new things. That's the dark one. On this YouTube channel, I promised I would be real and show everything behind the scenes. Not everything, but you know, to a certain extent. Now that we've moved the headboard, you can see where I've been lazy in the past and not painted behind the cupboard that was there. But today is the day that everything is going to be covered in paint. So yes, let's crack on. Okay, let me quickly walk you through into the bedroom and show you the progress that's been made in here. The walls are painted and the ceiling has had one coat, but I've not been cutting in yet around the edges. And I've added this old lampshade, which it's too big, I really don't like it. It's too low. My husband is quite tall, so he keeps bumping his head, and it's not central, which really annoys me. Well, it's central in the room, but it's not, you know, central to the bed. So I'm thinking of maybe trying to make like a pleated lampshade and hang it all the way up to the ceiling, or hang this higher up for now and just look for a nice light. I've looked everywhere. I've spent the last 3 days searching the internet to find a nice ceiling light, and I can't find one that I like. So if you have any suggestions, if you know somewhere that sells nice ceiling lights that doesn't cost an arm and a leg, just please let me know, because I'm desperate. I don't really know what I want either, so that doesn't really make it much easier. If we had taller ceilings, higher ceilings, and like a grander room, I would have liked to have like a vintage black cast iron chandelier, so that, you know, it would have that nice rustic feel. But I don't think our room is, you know, is the right thing for that. So I'm thinking more maybe like a pattern rustic looking lampshade. I don't actually know what I want. Just nothing too bright and out there. So yeah, so that's where we're at. Let me turn you around so I can show you the room. I'm making a taller headboard with a bit more texture, and I want it to be neutral so that we can have patterned bedding without it clashing with the headboard. So yeah, that's the plan. So that's what I'm going to start doing now. Paint again. that, I think I've finished painting the bedroom. It's freezing cold here today. We don't actually have heating in the bedroom. That's something that we need to sort out. So I'm packed up with layers and I am going to try and make a new headboard. So I'm going to use a bit of MDF that I got left over from a previous project. I got a duvet that I bought to try and plump it up with, and then I'm going to try and see if I've got enough material from an old tablecloth to make the cover. If not, I will have to bite the bullet and order some material. I just haven't found anything I like, and that tablecloth is really nice, so I'm hoping it might be big enough. So yeah, let's try and make a headboard. Don't want to spend too much time on this headboard, and it's just a temporary fix, so I'm just cutting 2 bits of MDF that I have left over, or plywood actually, and then I'll just put them together. I'm going to wrap it with a duvet and then create a cover that I can just like slip down over it, and it'll just have to do for now. I'm not even going to attach it to the wall, I'm just making it like the full height, and it could just be stood up behind the bed and just, you know, support it like that, because it's just temporary. I just need something different. So yeah, I'm not going to be too particular with it. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. Find the fabric. Welcome to my studio. This is where I keep all my fabrics. I'm just obsessed with fabric. I just keep buying it, buying samples, and I never ever use it. So, oh, there it is. That's the one. I'm also thinking I could make a lampshade, you know? I'll have to think about that. Okay, let's focus on the headboard first. One project at a time. This is what I always do. I just like get really carried away and I just want to do everything at once. But headboard first. Headboard first. What I'm going to do now, I'm just going to staple the duvet onto the wood at the back, and then I'm going to staple the fabric on after. This is like a proper wing it project. Who knows if it's going to work or not, but you don't know until you try it. Good evening everyone. Last time I was chatting to you, I was just finishing off the headboard. It is finished now. Unfortunately, the last few clips of the process, you can't really see that much because the sunlight was shining straight on it. So basically I've just stapled it to the backing board. Is not that tricky. So the next video I think will be the final reveal of the bedroom with, you know, a little bit of styling and yeah, just like a little quick tour around how it looks, and yeah, so that you can all see how it all came together. So I hope that you will tune in for that, and just, you know, bear with me with all of this. It's all very new to me. I don't really know what works and what you want to see, so, you know, if you want to let me know, if you have any, you know, feedback, things that you want me to do differently, please let me know. And yeah, I will try and share a little bit more like day-to-day things as well, but I've just been really caught up with trying to finish the bedroom. Yes, so there's more exciting things to come. So yeah, I hope you will continue to follow along, and if you like what you see, please subscribe, and I will see you next time.